Welcome to Monday News.
Hello, welcome to Monday Noosh, episode 2. Hello.
Welcome back, everyone.
Monday
What's up, guys?
Episode 2. This is
So excited.
Yeah, it's a good week. Thank you everyone for coming back. Thank you everyone for listening to our first episode.
Good to be back.
We had a lot of good feedback from the first episode. A lot of comments and likes and subscribers.
And constructive criticism.
Yes.
The keyword is constructive.
Constructive.
Please be gentle. Please be gentle.
Don't hurt our little souls. No, but any type of feedback, good or bad, is always good because, you can build off of it. And
nobody wakes up knowing how to, do a podcast. So baby steps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be kind to us. This is our second time now.
We have 2 Pisces in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah. Our hearts
and
can
a
only
Gemini,
bear so much.
I can take the heat.
Yeah, I can too. I was gonna say
I can give the heat. Yeah,
you guys want to dish out criticism? You could come right at me.
Wait, Arash, what's your sign?
I believe it's Aries.
Okay, I don't know anything about it.
I know nothing about anything besides my own sign.
Yeah, me too. I just know Pisces.
That might be a personality trait of our sign.
I was gonna say I feel like, and that's why I'm a Pisces. But once again, I don't know.
No, Pisces are supposed to be very emotional beings.
Okay, let's keep it friendly.
Let's keep it like that. Yeah.
So what's everybody's noosh this week?
Yeah, who wants to go?
Okay, I made a picture of a detox kind of drink with water and lemon.
Oh, I thought you were going with sangria there.
Yeah.
Serious in that picture, me too.
After last episode, you
right.
nailed me, but
this is balance.
Raspberries, blueberries. Yeah, this is the detox from last week. So
is that mint in it too?
Yes.
Oh, that looks really
You
refreshing.
got the whole thing going. You got the picture. What is that little stick called? The stir or whatever it is?
Yeah,
I don't know what kitchen you tell me.
Serious business over here.
I have spoon and small spoon and really big spoon and thing you put in oven and that's it.
And the flippy thing, the thing to flip your pancakes.
Yeah, the one from people don't listen.
The pan for the eggs, the pan for the chicken.
Exactly. Yes, the pan for the eggs, the pan for the chicken. That's it. I don't even know the real terms for all that.
Correct.
So in line with that detoxing, I'm gonna go with mine. I have kombucha.
Ooh,
here.
I like your mug.
Pinky's up, Art. When you bring the
pinky. Well, when I drink it,
pinky up. Yeah.
Just gotta let everyone. It's kind of heavy, so it's only 5 seconds, and that's all you get.
Do you even lift, bro?
So no, it's been a while, but we'll get to that. That.
That's another subject.
Hopefully, I'll go. I have another tea, which I promise tea is not my favorite drink. It just happens that it's my second time. But I have this new tea I'm trying. It's made with kava and cinnamon and ginger root. It's very herbal, but it's good.
So after a long night of taking shots of tequila and smashing in as many tacos as you can, that cancels it all out, correct?
Yes. It just heals you,
Well, helps with the metabolism, breaks all that down.
Well, my metabolism's not bad, right? I'm not 31 like some others here, so I'm good to go.
Listen,
I don't need the I don't need the
move on. Next.
We're not even 10 minutes in and already shades being.
He said he can take the heat, so
I can take the heat, but if you could dish it, you better be able to take it.
Oh, I can. Don't worry.
So I'm going to move on, and I'm going to go with my handy dandy vitamin water.
Chicago style.
What flavor?
You know what? I'm not even going to say anything.
This flavor here is dragon fruit.
Exotic.
So I have it in my Chicago Cubs cup that I actually got from Wrigley Field.
Oh,
nice.
Cool.
So there was this is a beer cup.
Little piece of history right there.
And then that's where I learned about the Chicago dog, where you put tomatoes in the hot dog, and that changed my life altogether when it came to hot dogs.
No way.
Oh my God.
I think they do that in Iran too. I'm pretty sure they put tomatoes in the
Who did it first, huh? Who did it?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Who did it first?
We've been around longer.
You know what? We'll research that and come back to it next week.
Good.
But then I think we would be biased at the end of the day anyways.
Yeah, we'll just say
bias?
We'll say for now Iran did it first. But Iran sandwiches are loaded. Even the hot dogs are
right.
Well, even going down to pizza, it's every pizza's
oh my God, their pizzas have corn, mushroom,
each slice is a whole pie here.
There's no cheese margarita pizza in Iran.
And it's not really saucy. It's everything but the sauce.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they don't.
You say pizza, they bring you a pizza with all the ingredients on it.
Yeah.
You want sauce? Ask for ketchup.
Yeah, bring the ketchup. Yeah.
That's true. And the ketchup over there hits different. It's not like here.
It's a little tangy.
Yeah, good stuff.
A little spice to it.
But the spicy ketchup.
No, yeah.
Oh, I've never tried.
Yeah, the spicy
Yeah.
ones.
Let me tell you.
The regular one's like a one shade of red, and the spicy one has like a little
Like
darker red. That's how you know there.
But for ketchup, I did discover a new ketchup from Trader Joe's. It's part of their like summer line. It's black
Ooh,
truffle
you were telling
ketchup.
me.
It's
Ooh.
so good. I went through like 2 bottles of it in 2 weeks. It's amazing.
Do you even like eat ketchup normally? Is it
No,
that
I
way?
hate ketchup. I don't like ketchup because it always tastes too sugary to me. But this one
Right.
tastes really good. But if you don't like truffle, then you won't like it because you can smell the strong smell of truffle right when you open it.
Pro tip: when you're buying ketchup, look on the back and make sure you don't get the one with the high fructose corn syrup.
Yes.
Mm.
And the added
Knowledge
sugar.
is
But
power.
that's like a majority of them have it though, so you gotta.
I mean, you go to the grocery store, just look for like tomato sauce without sugar. It's impossible to find.
I know,
They all-
everything has
But you have to
added.
make your
added
own.
sugar, I should say, not just sugar.
Homemade
added
is where it's at.
Yeah,
No,
she's
yeah.
right. We even pasta sauce, I just make it homemade with tomato paste and then fresh tomatoes and like water.
sugar. It also requires patience.
Listen,
Yeah,
some
that
people don't
does.
have the luxury.
Never mind. Never mind.
People don't have the
You won't make-
luxury of working
Something
from home.
us
I'm on.
Pisces have. Let's bring it back.
Yeah, you,
Hey.
yes. But Arta, I don't see him sitting there making his own pasta sauce from scratch.
Listen, I'll whip it out if I'm waking up in the morning with nothing to do.
The pasta sauce?
Yeah.
The whole ordeal.
Not even
I'll
touching that.
slave away in the
Not
kitchen.
gonna touch
Listen, if we had the luxury of being at home like you guys, we would have been making pasta sauce.
All the
what?
sauce.
Excuse me.
All
I
the
make pasta
sauce.
Hey,
sauce.
but you know
when
what? I
was-
make my own Alfredo sauce.
Yes, can confirm. But I made my own pasta sauce even when I lived by myself and I was a student. I would still make it from scratch. You got no excuse.
Was that like a stress reliever for you?
Yes,
We're
it was.
Persian girls. I mean, that's the difference.
Yes, cooking is a stress reliever for me. And baking.
Yeah, well, I can confirm the eating aspect is the stress reliever for me.
Mine is shopping. Hands down.
So I mean, we can talk about people who eat and people who cook, and each one relieves stress one way or another, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess let's move away from the eating stuff because then I'm going to get hungry and I'm going to want to go grab a slice of cake, which
Exactly.
I don't want to do because, like I said in my Rose and Thorn last week, I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to move toward a goal of just being an overall healthy person, just for my own well-being. So let's move on to Rose and Thorn.
Let's not peer pressure.
Yeah, let's not peer pressure me into going and getting some chocolate cake from the fridge.
So who wants to do the rose and thorn first? Should I go? Should Arta go?
I'll start.
I don't know.
She'll start.
Okay.
So my rose is that I got to watch the sunrise finally with one of my best friends the other day. We've been having pretty bad weather lately. It's been like thundering for
Yeah.
the past week.
It's been raining a lot.
And now it's been
the
hot.
sunrises just
been
bring
hot.
brings me like calmness and a peace of mind. So those always make me happy. And then my thorn is that through the whole Black Lives Matter movement that's going on, I really want to be out there protesting and making my voice heard. But due to Corona and I live with my parents, I don't really want to put them at risk.
Yeah.
You gotta pick or choose. But
Makes sense.
hopefully soon. I've been trying to do my best in other ways to contribute, but
Yeah, there's more than one
Sounds
ways. I mean, you can be out there in the front lines, or you can be, behind the
signing
screen.
petitions, donating.
yeah,
There's a
doing all
lot
these
you can
different
do from
things.
home too.
for
Yeah, you
sure.
don't.
And they make it so easy nowadays. Like they set up everything. You click a link.
You just have to
put in
swipe
your
up and
name.
do it,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even the
Read a
email
little
templates.
bit.
Did you guys get those? Somebody was making already written out email templates.
Yeah, the email's all written out. All you have to do is just put your name in
Unchained.org,
and
yeah.
For
send it.
government officials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a protest right outside my neighborhood here last week, and I biked out there to see what was going on. And it was legitimately a peaceful protest. People from all walks of life, and I don't want to say it's a good cause. It's what's right.
Yeah, that
It's
should
just-
be
yeah.
that should be the
it's
norm,
just
right?
What's right is that there's injustice and it's been ignored. It's been what's another word I'm looking for? It's been kind of masked,
Like swept under the rug every.
it's swept under the rug. It's just part of the American way. It's been for however many hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And
I mean, when the issues aren't
tiring
addressed
for-
to the root of it, it's just
Yeah.
going to keep growing and growing. You're just
and it's not a Democrat and Republican issue. It's a human rights issue. It's
Yeah.
and
Nothing to do
people on both sides of Democrat and Republican have a fault in why it's like this over the past 100 years, 200 years. is from both sides have negatively impacted civil rights and all these different things we see today.
Yeah.
But back on the positive, the good end is all these protests have been reopening cases, and there has been movement in the past week.
So justice is being served, slowly being served, but
Keyword.
hopefully this is a push in the right direction, and finally get some true traction in this issue.
Yeah, I totally agree. This should be the norm. It shouldn't be something everyone should be out there.
Yeah, and I hope it's not like a trend, just like a hashtag now. I hope like it seriously, this movement is like really ingrained in people.
Take it seriously.
Yeah, and it's passed down like this ideology.
Everybody's responsibility. It's not just Black people's responsibility. It's not it's not a Hispanic responsibility. It's a human responsibility that everybody gets treated the same way, regardless of background, skin color, ethnicity, whatever it is.
Yeah, I hope this becomes like a long-term thing. Like Arta was saying, like people don't just post a black square on their Instagram and think that, oh yeah, my job here is done for humanity and now everyone gets their justice and woohoo, we can ignore what's going on. Like I've seen this challenge online. It's called like the pull up or stop or something like that, where they're challenging companies to release the percentage of Black employees that they have, and a photo of all of their board members and their senior leadership teams to kind of, like showcase either the diversity that they lack and what they can do to fix it, or the diversity they already have and what they're going to do to like keep moving forward like that.
I saw that. I have a subscription, like monthly makeup subscription to Ipsy, and they posted that. I was like, okay, like good,
Yeah, and a lot of companies did post that they didn't have, the percentage of Black employees or people of color employees was not where it should be at all. And
right, I'm sure they're ashamed to like post it.
Yeah, but at least they did it, right?
Right.
Can you imagine
Open
the people
eyes.
that are just silent and not even sharing anything?
Yeah.
There's so much more respect for people that like will admit to their faults rather than just
Well, I saw a thing that the co-founder of Reddit, Serena Williams' husband, actually, Alex O'Hannon or something, I forgot his last name, but he actually resigned from his role basically as like a chairman, on the committee, and he urged them to, put someone in his place of color, a Black person. So I thought that was cool that he did. Yeah, he did that, and he said that that through his stocks and whatever that he gets, all the profit, whatever, he's just going to refund it back into like civil rights movements and all, different injustice programs and whatnot.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw something trending about him, but I didn't really read to see what it was.
Yeah, that was cool.
Do you want to go, Arta, for your rose and thorn, since you already
I think I'll go with the thorn, like you were saying, you're trying to keep healthy and whatever. I think I realized that I've actually been on a downward slope on the health, trying to not, caring much about it. I've been checking like the scale here and there. I see my, weight going up. Not that it's a bad thing, but, I like to be at a certain range, and I've seen that I'm going past that. So, I've been
so what you're saying
being
is
aware of that.
Your metabolism slows down. Is that what it is?
Huh?
You're hitting 31.
Yeah, I'm getting close to it. I think every year from now on.
Touche. There you go.
That's why I'm drinking the kombucha, to help with that.
Yeah.
Balance that.
Drink all the stuff you can.
Anything that works, right? Anything that works. Yeah.
We were like, all of us were on a health streak. We were like constantly sending each other.
Yeah, workout. I mean, I think especially
we still are. We're going strong.
I mean, I was going on my runs and whatnot.
I can only speak for myself.
Summer,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm always baking up something new every day, sending it to you guys. So I don't know if I'm really contributing with that. But
I'm living vicariously through you, Martha.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of going
one for your patience to cook the things you cook, and two that you actually get to eat them and like not gain any weight.
Did you never make that carrot cake I sent you, by the way? The one you were so excited to make, and you were like, I'm gonna make it this week.
Listen, the way my kitchen was set up was that I looked at the tools required for this thing, and I said, well, I got to spend like,
I got nothing to mix it. I got nothing to,
and it required how many cups? 6 cups of sugar.
Yeah, but I told you to.
Oh, there's a but. Okay.
No. You could sub it. You could sub it for like brown sugar or something else. Or
your sister was actually telling me she got this new like sugar substitute that's made out of.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah, I feel like I'm out here giving like healthy food recs all day when I'm actually eating cake. It's like monk fruit, I think.
Yeah.
it is.
And then like
The
I'm
red
gonna
bag, it's a
try it
natural
out.
it's a natural sweetener, and the nutritional facts are really, really good. Like everything's very low, and it tastes just like sugar. So we put it in.
You know what? Give me another month and I'll make it.
Okay, fine. Challenge. Let's go.
So by July 10th.
Okay.
And if you haven't made it by July 10th,
Then we'll come up with a little consequence
July
to
9th.
you not making it.
That he has to
I'll
make
take
it for us and watch us eat it.
Yeah, it could be like the little Top Chef thing. We'll be the judges of that.
I don't know if I trust your cooking that much. Like,
Actually, I take offense.
I don't know
to
if
that.
that's like if we're like gaining anything from that.
I take offense to that because I actually can cook very well. It's just baking that I haven't really done. So
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything in the baking process that can like poison us. So I think we'll be.
yeah,
We just,
Unless he shows up with
What do
like
you mean?
uncooked batter.
which I won't.
Get like an eggshell in the cake. Like,
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
You find eggshell
Come over,
cracks.
I'll make you a nice
how do we know it
omelet.
doesn't happen? We've never seen proof. I mean,
I'll
you
make
gotta
you
do
You've
something.
had an
chicken
eggshell here and
recipe.
there.
You know, we could do some damage in the kitchen just when it comes to baking. I don't have the right utensils to bake.
It's very easy. You just need a cake pan and a mixer thingy.
Well, then you say you need the
An
thing
arm,
to like
you know?
to shake the things out. What is it?
Oh, the cooler, the rack.
No, I don't even have one of those. You don't need that.
You don't? Oh my gosh. Okay,
I mean, I'm sure we do, but like you don't need it.
let's stop roasting
Arthur,
Arash.
what was
I
your
feel
thorn,
bad.
by the way? I feel like this got taken into my cooking, and I was
You
very.
said you could take the heat.
This like
I
turned
got
into
it.
your
said
thorn
you could
somehow.
take it.
She's right. This is what you get for saying that.
Okay, bring it.
Okay. Go ahead,
Arash has a
Arta.
new thorn
Sorry,
now.
go ahead. Your rose is.
Yeah, I'll say my rose then. I'll say my rose. I bought a few online courses. I figured, well, since I'm not outside running and exercising, then I guess I'll use my time wisely and learn some few trades and whatnot. So I bought a few
There you go,
classes
man.
online on sale. You know, gotta love a sale.
We Persians love a sale.
I have a stack of Bed Bath & Beyond 20% off coupons,
Oh my God, we just used 4 of them for one transaction the other day.
and
4.
they have an expiration date, but they don't actually expire.
I know.
I've
I don't know why
noticed
that.
Life hack.
A
Is that a
coupon.
hack?
They don't
Is that a-
care as long as they see it. they're
Life
like,
alert. That's a hack, everyone.
Yeah, they'll take multiple for a transaction. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
So my rose, on a much lighter and less serious note, the NBA is back.
Oh, yeah.
We get sports
back,
again.
baby.
Oh yeah.
So
cool
I think
bet.
I know the games start July 31st. They're all going to be in Orlando. No fans. That's kind of the thorn, is that you can't go to the game.
Yeah. And so close, you know, but yeah, so far.
At least you can
Right.
watch it. Something new.
It's in Orlando, and all the teams, they're going to bring the majority of the teams there. They're going to do 8 regular season games, and they're going to have a regular playoffs. I'm just all for it. I'm just happy that it's the regular playoffs and not some gimmicky concept, because you want the champion. Not that you girls care whatsoever.
We can.
No, we watch.
Mata, yeah, you do. Never mind. Yeah, Mata.
I go to games. Like, get out of
Yeah,
here.
you're right.
I
Huh?
don't really know what's going on half the time, but I watch.
Okay, you watch.
I
So
watched the
you
final.
want the champion as legitimate as possible.
Yeah, you don't want like an asterisk right next to their name.
Yeah,
on the
so
wiki.
as long as you go through the full playoff course, meaning you got to win 16 games to win that championship, that's all I care about. So
Noted. Got it.
so I'm excited about that. The teams have to start training camp in 3 weeks. Yeah, this is, we get sports.
Exciting times for people that watch.
And like sports is just, it brings people together. I think it's such a stress reliever. Sports, just watch it, enjoy the game, root for your team. You know, even if you don't have a team, just watch something entertaining and get away from whatever it is bothering you in life, and just, you know, space out for 2 or
The
3 hours.
distraction from watching the news like on
Oh my God,
repeat.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you watch the news and you're
I
automatically.
don't even watch the news. As
So-
bad as that sounds,
I don't either.
have room for
Honestly,
that
I feel like
energy in my
nowadays
life.
you get your news from the like Twitter and the internet, and sometimes it's.
I don't even go on Twitter. I
It
do
sh-
not
because
need
the
this
news
like
sometimes-
energy.
They just show you like.
They show you what they want to show you. They
It's so
show you whatever
filtered. It's
context.
so
They
filtered.
show
I'm
you
like,
what they want to show
Yeah.
you.
But the good thing about like Twitter, watching the news on Twitter, is that, you know, if someone puts something out of context, in the comments, someone will check them with proof that this is
Yes.
out of context, and here is
Yeah.
the exact context
Right.
context that this was said in. So what you're trying to show is false, because it's all taken out of context here.
Real time, you're seeing like, yeah, getting debated
Yeah.
as opposed to like the TV
I'm all
just
for
telling
that.
you what it is and you're just sitting there. Okay, that's what it is then.
Right.
there's
So
nobody
for
to
example,
talk
they'll
to.
put a clip of X politician and say this was this politician's response to this question, and it makes that politician seem like, oh my God, what's wrong with this person?
Mhm.
Okay. But then you read the comments, and then someone posts a whole video, you see it was a completely different question asked.
Or
Yeah.
just
Now
like
the
a clip.
response has a completely different
Yeah.
meaning.
They cut off half his response. Yeah.
Or yeah, exactly. Whatever it was. So, that's good. So
Are you saying they do that on Twitter? Because ever since being on Twitter more, when I watch the news, you know how sometimes they take screenshots of like people's politicians or Trump's
Yeah.
tweets or whatever and post them.
Yep.
I
Yep.
notice they won't post the full screenshot of the tweet. They'll post like 3 lines of it and then highlight one line in the middle that they're talking
Right.
about in yellow, and they'll just talk about that.
You
And
need
I
the
didn't-
whole thing for the context.
Exactly, yeah.
And sometimes in his case, that doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
So
Literally, yeah.
So we have that. So yeah, so my Rose and Thorn is very light. It's very, just the sports coming back. We're gonna have basketball. Arta, I heard they're gonna bring for MLS. They're gonna start training camp again.
Oh yeah, that's good.
About 3 or 4 weeks. So soccer's gonna come back.
Yeah, I know international. They started in Germany, and I think now Spain's starting back this week.
Yeah. So at least locally here, we're gonna have soccer back, and then
exciting.
basketball we already mentioned, and football.
Some glimpses.
It's gonna be football is gonna be there in the fall, but how is it gonna be there? Nobody really knows. So good times.
Yeah, I'm
are
on the
ahead.
fence on that. I want to buy tickets to like the Bills game, but I don't know.
I feel like
Nobody knows how
how
they're gonna do the fan situation yet.
No, I'd say hold off before.
At least the
taking
NBA decided no fans. We're just gonna televise the games, and they're gonna pump in fake crowd noise. Well, supposedly they're thinking about it. Not official.
It's gonna be like, I don't know how that'll
I'll
be.
volunteer to be like us screaming in the.
No, they're gonna take it from NBA 2K from the
Oh,
video
yeah?
game.
Oh.
No, you're not serious.
Well, that's what I was reading about. That's what they're thinking of doing.
Oh my God. I would think they would take it from like past games or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Right? Yeah, I think they'd record.
Or remember that is edited in a way where it's for pumping in crowd noise, whereas
no way.
Well, yeah, because it's for the video game.
No. I mean, like in the actual, like when you're watching a basketball game, like they can just take that noise and put it towards the one that people aren't going to be there for.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. I think what they do for 2K is that they take that noise and edit it so it fits perfectly, so it doesn't.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Okay. Like for the scenario.
yeah, exactly. So that's what I was hearing. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be that's something to look forward to.
And your Thorn?
Well, the thorn was we can't actually go to the game.
Oh.
Okay.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, they've said that initially. Who knows? Maybe halfway in, they might decide to do like phase 1 of allowing people to come in or whatnot. Or
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully everything gets better. But are you done? Can I go now?
Go right ahead.
Best for last. Okay. So, my Rose and Thorn, I feel like is not as happy and exciting as Arash's was, but my Thorn was also, like Matu was saying, like everything that's been going on the past 2 weeks has really weighed heavily on me and my mental health, I feel like. So I can't even imagine what it feels like for the people that are out there protesting or the families of those that have been killed wrongfully.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on between the pandemic and the protests and everything in between. So that really, really, really took a toll on my mental health the past 2 weeks. I really wasn't in the mood to honestly do anything. I would just get up, work like I have to, take my meetings, and then just like shut down. And social media was super, super toxic, although it was helpful because I was on there constantly trying to share places to donate and petitions to sign and organizations and do what I can, like Mata said, from home, because I also live with my parents, so I don't want to go to the protest and get exposed and bring it back to them mostly.
Right, of course.
But yeah, it was a lot. So I'm doing a little better now because I'm trying to stay off my phone and just go on there when I need to, find.
That's half of it right there. Just getting away from everything.
Yeah, which I guess that's my Rose, going into my Rose, because I'm learning how to manage my time on social media better, which I'm really, really bad at. And I tried, putting on a timer and everything, and
I was going to say, that's what I have.
It'll time me out, and I'll just say, okay, and I'll go back.
Yeah, bypass. I never saw the point in that because almost everyone I see bypass.
I feel like it's for people who actually have self-control to listen to the timer, because I don't have that control, so I'll just.
But if they had
that's
that
the whole
stuff
thing. You gotta have self-control.
I know, and it's so bad, but I'm learning because it really had such a negative effect on me. Like it's never happened to me before. So like a few days ago, I got off my phone, I put it on Do Not Disturb, put it in my bag, and I went with my sister. We made like little Italian sandwiches and a fruit plate, and we drove to the Intercoastal, and we had a nice afternoon picnic, and there wasn't a lot of people there, just some people fishing, so it was super
Where'd you
zen.
go? By the which intercoastal did you go to?
We went to like Red Reef, but the golf course on the other side.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we'd never been there. We usually go
On that
snorkeling
side,
there,
yeah.
but we never been to the Intercoastal. So yeah, and there was the family having a cute picnic. Boats were passing by, so it was so calming and relaxing. We just sat there for like 2 hours, ate our sandwiches, felt the breeze, and the weather was really nice. So.
That's needed though. Like,
Yeah, we had some nice weather over the
house
weekend.
right now, you need to just like go out and get some fresh air. Like
I know, and I didn't realize how much I needed it until I got there, which I hate when I do that, because I'll be like, no, like I'm going to stay home, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to be productive. But if you don't take a break, then you can't be productive. Yeah, you're just stalling and procrastinating and being home thinking that it's doing good for you. I mean, right now, obviously the conditions with Corona and everything, but that was definitely my rose. And I told her, I was like, let's make a pact and go at least once a week on a Friday or Saturday or something.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And I heard you actually braved the world and got some outside food.
I did.
Oh yeah.
I did. I'm very OCD and paranoid, but you guys, I did it. After 3 months, I got outside food. It wasn't that brave of me though. We just got Chick-fil-A.
Hey, that still counts. It counts.
Did you go in or did you do a drive-through?
What, Arta?
Did you do a
definitely
drive-through?
curbside.
We did curbside. Oh yeah, we did curbside, and I was like, I had my mask on. I had a little tray to put the food right on the tray, so I didn't even use the packaging, and came home and ate it. But it was good. It was good. I'm definitely gonna get more takeout.
You definitely know if you're getting it from Chick-fil-A, it's Corona-free, quarantine clean.
Yeah, seriously, I trust them. So yeah, I guess
water.
You know what? I went to a restaurant a few weeks ago, right when they opened, and I never felt cleaner in a restaurant.
Really?
Honestly,
why?
it was
Like how?
That just shows you how bad our previous like ways were.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like before, when I'd go to like restaurants, I'd go with friends, and I'd after we'd like use the menu, I'd make everyone go wash their hands.
Now they have the one-time use menus.
When you think about it, or just like when we'd go to like hibachi, me and Emma were talking about this. They put like the plates on like other plates, and you don't know where the bottom's been. And it's a mess.
I hate when they put the menu on the plate, and then they bring your soup and salad and put it on the plate you're gonna eat.
Or when you're like food, like your spoon and like fork is just laying there with like
on the table.
Yeah. So now everything comes wrapped. Everything, the waiters and waitresses are wearing masks, and
the seating, the dining, they skip.
It's every other. There's nobody sitting next to you. So, and I don't think you could go more than a party of 6.
Maybe, perhaps.
And 6 is like the majority. Y'all have to live in one house. So
right.
That's good though. Like downtown Delray, none of that is happening.
So that's like one regular night out.
Half the waiters have their masks like hanging down their neck.
Yeah, no, Broward County, Miami, it's relatively strict, but it's good.
Wish
you have
we
to be
could say
safe.
the same.
Yeah, I drove past downtown Delray like a few nights ago. It was like a weekend, and yeah, I saw one waiter wearing a mask, and he looked very mad.
Well, I mean, okay, so imagine working like I'll be at work. And I have to walk around for a little bit, and having that mask on for 20, 30 minutes is irritating.
Oh yeah, I went to work and I had it on for 6.5 hours. And when I got to my car, I was just sitting there for 5 minutes trying to catch my breath. And it was terrible.
Okay, but imagine actually having the corona and not even like having to catch your breath for like.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's what
like giving it to someone else. Like,
listen,
right.
The sacrifice is worth not having the consequence.
Yeah, right. Which is why I don't get people that don't wear it when they go like grocery shopping. Like, how long is your grocery shopping going to take? 30 minutes? Like, you can wear a mask for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you should, at this point, you should just, and the grocery stores aren't busy.
Exactly, yeah.
You should know what you want at this point. Get your stuff, get out.
Yeah.
Like you said, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Well, like
unless you're like me and just goes to the store and just picks up everything and reads the label.
For the high fructose corn syrup and the ketchup, making sure.
Reading the sugar levels, seeing what's buy one, get one free.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I like in the grocery
I am
stores,
not
they
brand
did
loyal
aisles,
to a lot of things.
like one way, basically.
Wait.
Yeah, they have the one-way aisles.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That's helpful. But although a lot of people just
I will say
Right,
that
you're gonna
that's
have
wear
habit.
one.
masks, they're
You're gonna
not
have
going to
those
go one
That's
way
just
down
habit.
aisle.
what they say. I didn't hear Arash and Arta.
Arthur, go ahead. What would you say?
So you're just gonna have those types of people regardless. That's just,
Yeah.
So that was good that you talked about, the mental health aspect of everything that we do, right?
Yeah, that's where I was going to get into. So my rose and thorn, and I feel like Matt is also kind of has to do with our episode's topic today. So we thought with everything going on, we kind of, our podcast is a positive place where we try to talk about good, positive things and keep the energy
Yep.
really high.
Yeah.
We don't want to sit here
So
and
whether
everyone
it's
out.
we talk about movies, we talk about sports, we talk about what's going on in the world today. We just, I think we all agree that the whole thing is just to relax.
Whether we're roasting Arash a little bit.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy that. Because I'm just building up the revenge.
Oh God.
You'll never know when it'll happen. You
Jamish
never know in what form.
Jamish con Arash.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this cake. I'm waiting for it not to happen, and then we'll see the real consequences.
Well, what's the consequence?
Well, we can't tell you. Then that ruins the fun.
Well,
Maybe we'll let the followers decide.
we're gonna do a giveaway to our followers. So
okay.
So anyway, let's stop roasting Arash again. I feel like I'm the mediator.
Bring it.
But yeah, so with everything going on, we want to stay positive. We want to be a place where you're comfortable to just listen to and relax and have fun and enjoy. So we thought we would do an episode where we all kind of talk about what we do to take care of our mind and body, what we do for our self-care days or self-care activities, and keep our mental health healthy, because that's really important. Because if you don't keep your mind sane and healthy, then everything else
is gonna suffer.
And what you project out there is
Yeah, not everything you do has to be a stressful thing.
Exactly.
You got to do things where you just decompress. 5 minutes even.
Yeah.
You have to do it often. A lot of times for me it happens where I get myself into a hole, and then I'll do one of these things I'm going to talk about later, and then I'm like, wow, this, I really needed it. How I'm going to say.
Right.
But then, you kind of go back into that hole. We have to always remind ourselves.
You need to be aware of it.
Keep at it.
Address it.
And I feel like that's the hardest part. For me personally, is being aware that it's happening and being aware that I'm about to go through a downward spiral and I need to do something to pull myself back and, get into a good place again. Especially when you're super busy and you have a lot going on, multiple things at once in life. I feel like sometimes you forget to just take a break and calm down. And
it's easy to fall into bad habits.
Yeah. It's easy to fall into that trap. But yeah, so like I said, I went by the intercoastal, I like getting fresh air, and especially I'm so happy and lucky that we all live close to the beach. And I feel like that really calms me down. That's one of the top things I love to do, is just either drive by the beach, or I love to just sit on the beach, take a blanket, take a book and just be at peace, walk down the shore, just listen to the sound of the waves. I don't even like playing music when I'm trying to be calm at the beach, because I feel like that ruins the Zen mode.
It's nice to not be able to hear anything.
Exactly, which it sounds weird, but you're hearing people chatter and you're hearing the sound of the waves and the ocean breeze, but at the same time it feels like you're hearing nothing, and it's so calming for me.
Luckily, we have miles and miles of beach line, so you can walk, anywhere and get that little privacy to yourself.
Exactly, anywhere you are, you're close to the coast, which is great.
You know what I do sometimes when I want to zone out and I'm surrounded by noise that I don't want to hear, or just people talking?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put my headphones on and just leave them off.
Not have anything, that too.
Not have anything playing.
Yep.
Oh, you are such a college student at heart. That is when you walk down the hallway, so many kids do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially.
There's so much noise and chatter, you just want to
I'm definitely not one of those people, though. I like to, I don't know, I kind of find it sad. I like to, smile at people and,
embrace it.
Sometimes we forget to have, human interaction. That's what we all kind of, crave,
Well, I was on a train, and it was a 3-hour train ride, and I wanted to nap, but there was, so much noise around me. So what I did, I put my noise-canceling headphones on, and then I just played a little bit of, spa music, just to, be even more relaxed.
Spa music.
Yeah, I do that too. I like doing that with my
Define spa music.
Spa music, just like, waves and, different things. And it's so
You
silly. You see this
guys, I
big,
feel
like,
like this is the
bearded
episode
guy
of
just like
roasting.
sitting like this on a train, and he has, arms folded,
Imagine like
all
inside
tough
like a
guy,
Turkish
mean mug
bath.
and everything, and he's
There's
playing
some
spa
guy
music.
out there
His
like
ears is like da da da
Cucumbers
da
on your eyes. Put on a
Exactly.
little face mask.
You cannot break my zen.
I love that. I love that
Good.
quote. You cannot break my zen. Anyway,
it's
yeah. So,
innocent bitch don't kill my vibe, huh?
Exactly.
but yeah, that's something that I like to do, and also obviously cooking and baking, making things from scratch, because it takes so much longer and it's very therapeutic to just listen to music and read the
And your mind is somewhere else.
Exactly. I'm trying to focus on how to not burn the food and take the cake out on time.
Very
so
important.
I can't think about anything else.
Exactly. You're not thinking about anything going on in the world. You're just
Nothing.
focused on the task at hand.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, and makeup. For me, makeup is very, very therapeutic, and I didn't know that until like recently, like 2-3 years ago, because I would always love sitting down to do my makeup, and I would take a really long time to do it, even though what I was doing was super simple. But I like.
What's more therapeutic, shopping for the makeup or applying it?
Shopping.
I feel like now I'm gonna.
By default, women love to shop.
Yeah, I feel like the shopping part automatically I love, but I
don't know, you might be excited to have product in hand, about to, you know.
It could be online, it could be in store, someone else, but just that could be shopping for someone else.
So let me ask you something.
Joy.
When you guys buy a new thing of makeup that maybe you never used before, you automatically go home and try it on?
Oh, I don't.
I do my research, although.
No. You go buy it. You've done your research, and now you've decided I'm going to purchase this.
I don't really do my makeup unless if I kind of have a reason for it.
Okay.
No, I don't try it on immediately. I try on a lot of products in the store. So I'll walk out with like red and pink hands from lipstick swatches and everything, but I don't immediately use it when I get home.
And that's probably a thing of the past now.
Yeah, I use it when I'm gonna do my makeup next. But I do my makeup a lot for fun. I'll just sit there and like do blue eyes and one green eye, and just it really, really helps me calm down, because you have to focus.
No makeup was harmed in the making of this video.
Oh yeah, no makeup. The poor eyeliner. It's like.
Oy vey.
They treat her respectfully at the store, shaking down the clerk. Like, give me the free sample.
I know. I'm like, we can't even use test. Or Ulta emailed us that they won't have testers out anymore.
You don't. I went to Sephora and Ulta.
What's the point? It's like I only go to Costco if they have the samples open right now.
And they don't have samples anymore. It's so depressing now in Costco.
They took all the fun out.
Seriously.
What's the point of being a Costco member, honestly?
Right? We should at least get half off now if we can enjoy the amenities of some cheese.
You guys have to know how to get the best deals at Costco, but that's another conversation.
That's safe for another episode.
That's another episode idea. Tips and
There
tricks,
you go.
That's a 31-plus-year-old.
She's right. We youngins don't need a bargain at Costco.
You guys go to the food section of Costco. I'll go through like the home goods section of Costco.
That part is actually fun because they always have new stuff there, like new appliances and towels and whatnot.
So kind of like, what I do to relax is I'll watch.
Scroll through the aisles of Costco.
Well, aside from
Put on
that,
your windshield wipers and drive around the neighborhood?
well, that sometimes, that's on special occasions. I have to be in a special type of mood to do that.
That's self-care Sunday.
That's a happy mood. That's how he rewards himself right there.
Exactly. So I like to sit down at the end of the day and just watch TV and get lost and like binge a series. Okay. Now, the only way I'll focus is if I had a productive day.
Interesting.
I cannot, if I know I have stuff to do and I'm just putting it off, I will not enjoy what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'll just be thinking about that task I need to do that I'm procrastinating about.
And then you have to like rewind every 30 seconds to like.
Yeah. And then the thing you did with your hand right there, to rewind, that's some people my age used to do, where you had to go like manually rewind something.
I know. In case you
and not just
just I had to show you visually.
Press it back. I had I had the little VHS rewinder, not the VCR, but like you take it out of the VCR and you put it in, like it looked like it was
that it rewinded.
I know it rewinds it all the way back to the beginning, right?
Yeah, so you could go return it at Blockbuster and go get your next movie.
So you were like the plug, like in case someone wanted something returned. They get it's like an odometer for a car.
Exactly.
Change it back, dial it back.
So I and I like to binge. I can't focus on movies anymore unless it's a movie I really want to watch. Like, I really wanted to watch The Irishman.
Oh, I watched that.
3.5 hours.
3 hours?
Three and a
Yeah.
half.
I wish someone told me it was 3.5 hours. My sister just put it on and we sat
Well,
there.
actually, it says it right there.
Okay, well, it had already started before, but I wish, like, that's like something you kind of gotta, like, give someone a heads up before,
Yeah, so I have to like be mentally prepared throughout the day that at 8 o'clock I need to start this movie and it's gonna end at 11:30 because I'll watch the same amount of time of a series.
Right.
But I could just watch one episode and just commit 45 minutes. And then I could choose to watch the next episode or not. But with a movie, you really can't watch it in 2 or 3 parts.
Yeah.
Although I think for that movie specifically, they kind of like broke it down in episode wise. Later, I think they did that.
I don't know if they did or not, but I watch 3
Yeah,
different.
you're right.
My viewing style is different. There's 3 types of things I'll watch. Is a new show that I'm watching now, that I want to focus on. It's new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'll put a show that's like a sitcom that I could have as background noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm working on the computer and I just want something on the TV. So
a lot of people tell me they do that with The Office.
The Office. I was about to say that. The Office, Modern Family, even I Love Lucy. I'll put on there.
I do that with like New Girl, Schitt's Creek, Friends.
Yeah. So all these episodic shows where you don't need to have too much context or remember too much context to laugh at what's going on,
especially if you've seen it so many times. You
exactly,
kind of
especially if you've seen it. And then I'll rewatch some good shows. Like I'm rewatching The Sopranos right now. Dexter, I've seen 3 times.
Damn, 3 times.
There's a show that was out in the 2000s called Nip Tuck. I think you guys would all enjoy that. I saw it one round when it first came out. And I've just started watching it again right now. And
that was an FX show, I think, right?
It was an FX show. Very, very good. I mean, good is I hate using the word good, but it was just, kind of like an edge of your seat type of show. But watching it again now, it didn't age well as far as you could tell this was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, the corniness comes out.
Yeah, like you could definitely tell what time period this was in. Okay. The Sopranos, you could kind of tell what time period it was in, but it doesn't really focus itself on what time period it's in. It just focuses on the plot.
The style of dialogue.
Exactly. So, that's like the 3 different things I'll watch aside from, watching a live game. And don't ever tell me to watch. If someone ever tells me, oh, the game's on at 8, but we can't watch it, so record it and watch it later. No.
There's no point.
There's no point. Now, I will rewatch a Miami Heat NBA Finals game from 2006 right now and watch it from start to finish, but I won't watch a game that just happened live.
Yeah, I feel like live games should be watched live. Like,
yeah,
it's different from like.
I already know the score. I already know what happened. I'm not gonna watch it.
I mean, with our phones and stuff, you're getting alerted and notifications 24/7. So if you know the final, there's really no point of revisiting that game.
It'll ruin it for you, right? But for shows, it's different. Like new episodes of shows, I'll put it to record on the DVR and then I'll watch it. Like
shows are different.
Yeah.
So right now, what's everybody's show? Right now, I just finished Money Heist and I'm watching Jack Ryan as my new show.
I have no shows. I have no patience or focus for shows anymore.
Okay.
I am finishing Desperate Housewives after like 8 months.
Never seen that, but
it's good.
I heard I remember it had a lot of notoriety when it was out.
Yeah, it's also from the early 2000s. I like it because it has everything. It has like romance, crime, family issues. It has a little bit of everything.
For me, I'm not really watching shows. Most of the shows that I've been watching kind of ended, or like in its final season it ended. But the only one I've been keeping up with is Insecure.
I want to watch that. I see it like all over Twitter.
Yeah, I heard that's good as well.
Yeah, it's on HBO. It's good. It's funny. I like it.
Okay, I guess I'll go. I don't really watch shows at all. I'm not really a TV person unless if it's like late night and someone puts on a movie. But I can tell you what I do, which is kind of like the opposite of what Arash does for his like relaxingness. I don't know. I'm not a show person. I like to
okay.
Even though you watch Money Heist faster than I did, but okay.
Okay, that was like a one night thing. Like I just went through it till like 6 a.m. and
you watch all of it in one night?
Like 2 seasons. But then I stopped. Like I'm just not a show person. Like if it happens, it happens.
You should finish it.
I don't know. But
no pressure. We're here to decompress, relax.
Yeah, positive space.
Yeah, bosh.
Finish it now.
Damage Konarash. That should be your new saying. Jamishko Naranj.
Apparently someone already has that saying, so I'm not gonna rip it off.
It's okay. Yeah, you're right. Go, Matza. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. I like to watch the sunset and the sunrise a lot. That's like my favorite thing. For the sunrise, it's more like walking like at the beach, but you know, we live on the East Coast, so the sun doesn't set on the beach. So I like to recently, through quarantine, go around my lake while the sun's setting. And it's so calming to just get fresh air. I feel like that's the most important part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even bring my phone sometimes. Just get fresh air. You hear like the birds chirping and just like be aware of your surroundings. You like look around. You're not, you know, worried about everything else. I like cycle bar and boxing. I feel like those are both really good because you're super focused on one thing, especially with like cycling during those classes. The instructor the whole time is like not just telling you like what rate to put everything on, but they're kind of spitting out some like
Motivating you as well.
Motivating.
Yeah, which is like so nice. I love that.
I actually got a text message from them saying they have like a deal going on right now for unlimited classes. I'm like, I might take you up.
I did that for a few months. It's really good. I recommend it. If
Yeah.
I could have left the house, I would have.
And if you can't go to cycle bar or something, one thing that I would do is I would go on the elliptical at my like gym at my apartment complex and just blast like hardcore, like really fast music and just go like on the elliptical for an hour and like motivating myself, pretending like I'm at cycle bar, and I'm telling you that it gets rid of any anxiety and stress.
Same.
The
Yeah.
elliptical.
Yeah. So working out automatically reduces stress.
Yeah. I feel like also another good one. I mean, we're really lucky to have like A1A here because it's so scenic.
Right.
And, you know, if you have a road like that that's just straight, a steady, like slow speed, there's so many cops. You really can't speed on that road. Roll down your windows and listen to like good, you know, I'm not someone that likes sad or slow music at all. Listen to some good, like,
Yeah.
music and just your windows down. That's so
That's actually like one of the things I like to do is like drive down, like you say, A1A or something like where you can see the beach, and just play like I like to play like albums, like old like hidden gem albums that you know haven't listened to in a while, and just enjoying the moment for what it is.
Yeah, get lost in some music is good too. So
A lot of good ones. Yeah, I think I'll continue off with the self-care, you know, what I like to do, you know, to decompress, whatever. I like to play, you know, video games. I know a lot of people don't play, but for me it takes me away from reality for a second. I can just be within something and focus at the task at hand, and it's cool, you know.
yeah, why not, man?
Whatever. Yeah, build like a camaraderie, you know. And
Did you
exercising, of course, exercising one of them. But I mean, that summer heat has been just
no joke.
down. I know. I've been wanting to go running, but
It's too
it's
hot.
like almost hard to breathe out there with the humidity. I just know it's gonna be.
So I bought some running shoes last week, and they're still in the box.
Well, no,
You know,
not.
dedication for buying them. That's the first step.
You're getting some therapy through buying them.
There you
So-
go.
guess.
Self-care.
I got a good deal on those suckers.
Ooh, from where?
Toss the receipt so you're not tempted to return them.
The receipt is ironically staring right at me.
Oh, wonderful.
Off the table it goes.
Let it
You're
be
wearing-
motivation for you to get up and use them.
Yeah, and it's exactly the
Not
shoe
in
I
a bad
wanted.
way. Not in a bad way.
You know what?
I swear I didn't mean that in a mean way.
At
You
this
said
point-
you can handle
At
it,
this point,
Arash.
it's
This is
all
all
rolling
for you.
off.
You
It's
said
all
you
like
can
it's.
handle it.
No,
I don't even hear it anymore.
No, genuinely, I did not mean that in a bad way.
Don't worry, you're on
said
my
you
list.
haven't used it yet.
You're on my list too. Don't worry.
That's
I do think so. We
Stay
were
tuned for episode 3.
The revenge.
Retaliates.
The roast of Armahon. Okay, no, I genuinely didn't mean that in the bad way. Throw away the receipt.
It's all good.
Okay.
I think one that maybe the girls can relate, a new one thanks to Amalan that I've been doing to help, you know, decompress is skincare. I've been getting more into that and, you know, finding new methods and techniques. And I think Amalan tried out the sugar cube that I
my God,
suggested
yeah.
or gave her today, and she really liked it.
Yeah, they're
What
like,
is that?
they look like, he gave it to me like 4 months ago and I just used it. They look like sugar cubes, but they're a little bit bigger and they're blue. And you like wash your face like normal with like a gentle scrub. And then it exfoliates,
Yeah.
but you just run it under water and then like scrub the sugar cube all over your
Run your
face.
skin.
And you guys, I texted Arta, I was like, I feel like it just took off 10 layers of dead skin from my face.
No, your skin's definitely glowing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's also the highlighter. But but it just left my skin so soft. But make sure you moisturize after, because exfoliating your face can make it really
Right, I'll leave a little like rough and patchy.
Just anytime you wash your face, you want that water to stay in.
Yeah,
Retain.
exactly.
Moisturize right after.
Yeah, but yeah, we've been really into skincare. Oh, happy that's your self-care. We got a bunch of new masks too.
However you do it is up to you.
I do think it's a good point to make, though, to make sure you're doing these things. You know, we were talking about it earlier, how it's all a spiral. Sometimes you're really good and you're on it, and then you go down.
Yeah.
And Emma was saying how sometimes she doesn't realize that it's gonna come, like, you know, it's coming. What I like to do is kind of sometimes the night before, and I don't like plan out my whole day because I'm not one of those people, but try to like remember those things that do make me feel refreshed and happy and like myself, and make it a point to schedule that into my like routine every week, you know, whether it's to watch the sunrise or go for like a cycling class or go for a drive. I feel like it's really important to make sure like that is a priority.
Yeah, and I feel like what we're both saying, like before I wouldn't be one with like my feelings, if that makes sense, like one with myself. Like I would do things, I'd be like, oh yeah, that made me happy and like I feel better, but it's different to sit there and actually look at your surroundings and take it in, like, okay, this is making me feel good. This is making me feel like better than it was before, and I don't feel stressed anymore. Like, you know, like I want to do this again, to actually be aware of what you're doing and how it's making you feel.
You got to recognize what are the things that make you happy or like good in those moments, and try to recreate those moments for yourself more often.
Exactly.
Which is like sometimes really hard. Like it's not something you want to deal with, to see like why, like going back to like, why does this make me upset, or like why does this make me feel like the way it does?
Yeah, you have to be like honest with yourself first to understand.
Yeah, life takes its course, and you just have to, you know, roll with it and just make adjustments and just take care of yourself.
Find your happy places.
Yeah, exactly. But
take time out of the day for yourself.
Yeah, you got to do some things
for yourself, a little noosh, you know.
Exactly. Whether it's tea or a kombucha.
I feel zen with this kombucha. That 5% kicking me. Just kidding, everyone.
So, did everybody? So, Amata, you talked about what, the sunrise and the sunset. Abon, you talked about
like 10 things.
Like 10 things, yes. I forgot to show you your stopwatch again.
It's fine. I'll take that.
You know, just little. I got to throw little ones here and there.
I'll take that. That's fine.
Why don't we talk about one thing that we've been wanting to do for self-care that we, you know, haven't had the chance or want to get more in a habit of? I mean, I'll give an example. Like I don't do it as often as I should, but when I do, like reading like a book or something, it definitely, like if it's a good book and I'm really into it, I mean, that helps me really like just.
Yeah, reading is great. I mean, if you have the patience to read and you know, get lost in a book, then.
Especially when you find a good one.
When you find the good one, yeah.
Put it down. I'm trying to learn more than like, I mean, we were lucky enough to be taught Farsi growing up,
right.
But I'm trying to like expand that and learn like French and Arabic, and I feel just a little bit out of like different regions like could really come in handy, and like kind of it's like a game with your brain, you know, you're pushing it to the next level, and it's a good way to connect.
That's good. All right.
I'm gonna try to read more too. Now that Archie said to say something you want to do, that reminded me. I have like 3 books that are half read, and I just kind of left them there. So
you can half read, and then
I'll read half of a book. Like I'll read it every day for a week, and then I'll get busy and I'll forget.
Oh yeah, I definitely have a few books that are like half written. You know,
like once I start something, I have to like get to the end. I can't just start a new book and then.
No, that's my thing. That's one thing I'm gonna try to do this week.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, do it. Read.
And I guess we can let our followers let us know what they like to do.
Oh yeah.
We want to know what our people do.
Absolutely. And let us know how you decompress and like.
Yeah, take care of yourselves.
Yeah, what do you
always
do?
Looking for new ways, you know.
What do you do to keep yourself sane and take a mental break and just decompress?
Yeah, we want to hear that feedback, because maybe someone else is doing something that could be beneficial to us, to our audience, that we want to share. You know, it could be something that we don't even think about.
And we wouldn't be mad if you said listening to our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. We promise it will get better. We promise it will. Once one person out of the group gives a green light to do in-person podcasts, I think
one person green light.
Yeah, one person green lights it. I think you'll see a little bit more fluid conversation.
Listen, you bake the cake, the green light will appear.
All right, so how about this? I'll make the cake the first time we do an in-person recording.
Okay, we can do that. We can make it fair. I will have some of your carrot cake in 2021.
Here we go.
This is good though. This is good. You make your cake in 2021. Your bet is off the table. Our followers can come up with a good.
That gives them 6 months to come up with a good consequence when you don't show up with the cake. So that's perfect.
Oh, I need home field advantage here. I need my kitchen.
Yeah, we'll come over.
Yeah, you guys gotta come over.
Okay, I'll sit 6 feet apart on the other side of the pool.
Invite us over to the Mehuni, the party.
Yeah, are you gonna have a?
Why do you need your own house? Bake the cake and bring it over.
Yeah.
This is just excuse on excuse.
Seriously, first you don't have the tools, then you need to bake it in your own kitchen. Then
that doesn't even have the tools. Like,
all right, you know what? I'll make it in my own kitchen, and wherever we have the podcast recording, I'll show up with the cake there.
Okay, make sure the frosting doesn't melt in the Florida heat, though. There's a challenge for you.
Listen, what is it? You put the frosting on right before you leave the house, right? Is that
yeah, no, you'll be fine.
He doesn't even know.
I don't know how to bake.
Okay, I'll give you a little tip. Make sure your cake is nice and cooled down before you put on your icing. Or else
there you go. That's a big tip.
When I learned, why preheating was important at like 20 years old.
Oh my god!
Nobody taught me.
To try this cake.
Why is it always flat?
2021, guys. 2021.
Why is this pizza cold?
But anyway, yeah, let us know what you guys do to keep yourself sane. And if you do anything that we mentioned, let us know. If you have any modifications or you tried something that we said we do and you liked it, definitely let us know. And yeah, and lastly, our podcast is, as you know, available on YouTube and Spotify. So make sure to
follow, subscribe.
Yeah, follow, subscribe, and we're always on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Everything is under the same handle at mondaynoosh. One word.
Please give us feedback. We really
need it.
Any feedback.
Not even appreciate it. We need it.
If you think that some people don't have enough tough skin to take the feedback, you can send it directly to me, and I will sugarcoat it and give it to the rest of the group.
Yeah, it's clearly if that's one thing you should take away from today's podcast.
Yeah. So
Arash has been.
If you have anything to roast Arash about, please also leave that in the comments. We will more than
gladly convey the message.
But if one person again calls me bald,
oh my god, that was great.
I know where you are. You know who I'm talking to.
Listen,
I have no idea. Actually, what?
Go look at it after. Someone commented something really funny about the.
It's on YouTube.
The bald guy. It's the bald guy.
I wish I could take credit for that.
No.
Pretty creative.
If he does something sideways like that again, I'm getting on a plane and getting over there. I will go in a hazmat suit.
You'll be pleasantly surprised to know that he's here.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Like, why would you?
Oh, beautiful. I am taking a nice drive.
30 minutes north.
Yeah, take your nice drive. You'll get nice and relaxed again. Come on.
And don't forget the cake.
You see, the most vicious
importantly,
are always relaxed when they're about to go do something, drastic and for revenge. You never do things out of rage. You got to be, relaxed, and so that way you make the right decision and not actually do what you were going to do. That's going to affect
you. Gotta do your self-care.
This is why you can take the heat. This is why you're so calm all the time.
We have to be calm now. We just talked about all the different ways.
I like to be stoic.
Oh, that's like his new favorite word last week too. Stoic.
No. I've used that word since 2012.
Have you really?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard it until you said it a few weeks ago.
Have you never heard the word whatsoever?
No.
Really? Okay.
Don't say that. It's going to get to his head. Now he's going to be like, I can't.
No, I'll admit. No. Don't listen. I'll take it. I'm fine. I don't get sensitive. I'm good.
I think stoicism is a derivative from, I'm probably wrong here. I think it's from like Buddhism, and it's like a state of mind.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
So
definition of the word. So
being stoic is just being always calm and relaxed and having, even keeled demeanor.
That is.
I was like, I should just high off life.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
I'm like, he's 31.
All right, before
the millennials.
before we go into roasting Arash again, I think we're at a good stopping point before this poor guy gets roasted again and again. Or
Before he really comes at us.
Full head of hair.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
before he loses another line of hair and becomes more
Wow.
bald.
Wow.
Let's end this here.
Let's
All right, everybody.
Thank
Me
you so
and my
much for
favorite
watching.
hair will be here next Monday.
Yes, we will see you next Monday. And
With our nooshes of the drink.
yes, with our nooshes of the week. And if you have any suggestions for any noosh of the week that you want us to make and have
Try
on
it
the
out.
podcast,
or any topics we want to address.
yeah, anything you guys want to hear, let us know. We're always gonna be open to
Arash's
feedback.
hairline. Anything.
Anything you want to see, let us know.
We're here for it.
I'm sorry. Thanks for watching,
Hope you have
everyone.
a good week.
Yeah, have a good
Take
week.
care until next
Take care,
time.
everybody.
Bye, noosh.
Bye.
Bye.